Howdy friend, Sam Houston here, hoping you're living in high cotton. And if you're lucky enough to be in Texas, I know you're most of the way there. Now enjoy your daily dose of Texas history and Texas pride.
Howdy friend, welcome back to your Texas History Roundup for August 27th. In 1840, merchant Henry Connolly's Chihuahua expedition returned to Chihuahua after establishing a trade route through Texas. In 1839, Connolly, with 100 merchants and 50 Mexican dragoons, left Chihuahua with 200,000 to 300,000 to purchase goods. He crossed the Rio Grande at Presidio and proceeded across Texas and into Arkansas and Louisiana. He returned over the same route with 60 to 80 new wagons filled with merchandise and accompanied by a troupe of circus performers, entertaining settlers and selling goods along the way. The trip took about 16 months. Because of its duration, high tariffs, and negative reports about the route, the expedition was not repeated. That'd make an interesting movie, or a miniseries. In 1857, groundbreaking began for the Sabine and Galveston Bay Railroad and Lumber Company. The company had been chartered on September 1, 1856, to build the Texas portion of a line connecting New Orleans and Houston. In late 1859, the name was changed to the Texas and New Orleans Railroad Company, and it received a charter from Louisiana to build east from the Sabine River to link with a line being built west from New Orleans. Completion was interrupted by the War of Southern Independence, and it was not until August 30th, 1880, that the first train made its run between Houston and New Orleans. In 1866, Elizabeth Ann Fitzpatrick, also known as Elizabeth Ann Carter Clifton, finally began her journey home from Call Mission in Kansas, almost 2 years after her capture in Young County. After being rescued on November 2, 1865, she spent 10 months taking care of other released captives at the mission. In 1890, Juan N. Seguin, who was born in San Antonio and was a major player in the Texas Revolution, died in Nuevo Laredo, Mexico, where he had retired. His remains were reinterred at Seguin in 1976. In 1908, Lyndon B. Johnson was born on the family farm near Stonewall. He won a U.S. House of Representatives seat in 1937 and a U.S. Senate seat in 1948, and he became the Senate Majority Leader in 1953. He was Vice President under John F. Kennedy, became President with Kennedy's assassination on November 22, 1963 in Dallas, and won election for President in 1964. In 1957, Johnson was instrumental in the passage of the first federal Civil Rights Act in over 80 years. As president, he was responsible for other important legislation, but was condemned for the Vietnam War and did not seek re-election in 1968. Johnson died on January 22, 1963, and was buried in the family cemetery near Stonewall. In 1990, legendary blues musician Stevie Ray Vaughan died in a helicopter crash in Wisconsin. Vaughan was born in 1954 in the Oak Cliff section of Dallas and moved to Austin in 1971. By 1980, his bands had received national acclaim, and in 1982, he was invited to play at the Montreux Jazz Festival in Switzerland. In 1983, Vaughan recorded his first album, Texas Flood, and joined David Bowie on Bowie's national tour. After recovering from alcohol and drug abuse, Vaughan released his fifth album, Instep, in 1985. His last album, Family Style, in 1990, which is a collaboration with his brother Jimmy Vaughan, brought him a fourth Grammy Award. 2 more albums were released after his death. The city of Austin erected a statue of Stevie Ray Vaughan on the south shore of Town Lake on November 21st, 1993. And that, my friend, is your Texas History Roundup for August 27th. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll catch you on the next one.
Well, there you have it. If you like our podcast, check us out at feedbandit.com. There you'll find awesome Texas First outdoors gear and apparel. Your purchase helps support the Bandits and keeps this podcast on the air, fighting for you and for Texas. Remember, preserve the tradition, protect the legacy. Until next time.